to make a clipping mask in Photoshop, we're going to start with a shape. And I'm going to hold down on the rectangle tool so that I can select the polygon tool. You can use a square, rectangle, circle, or custom shape tool, whatever you would like. But for this, I'm just going to use the polygon tool because it is the easiest. And I'm actually going to go back a step, and I'm going to change this to 6 sides. Hold Shift, and I'm going to move this one down so it's easier to see. Holding Alt, I can duplicate it. I'm just going to do this a few times. If you're not comfortable using Alt, you can always select it in your Layers panel and drag it down to what looks like a Post-it note, and it will duplicate it, and then you can just move it from there. Okay, so I'm going to select all of these by having this top one selected, holding Shift and clicking the bottom. I'm going to move these to the center of the document. And I have opened up a couple of my patterns, and I'm just going to drag them in to the file, hit Command T to transform, and I'm just going to shrink this down and place it over the top of one of your shapes. And this is where it gets tricky, but if this is the hardest thing about it, it's not going to be hard. So just find the shape that you would like your image to be on. Okay, so now that I know where it's at, I'm going to place it directly above it and hold Alt, and you will see, if you're hovering over the line between the two, you'll see this square with an arrow. Click that and your pattern will now be on the shape. So you have successfully created a clipping mask. If you want to move that image around at all, just make sure you have that selected and you can go in, move it around. Okay, so I'm just going to continue and add in 3 more patterns. Sometimes when you put new images in, you'll see that it automatically lumps it in with whatever the last clipping mask you created. All you have to do is drag it outside of that and you'll be good to go again. Okay, so for the remaining 3 shapes, I am just going to change the color of them to match the patterns. So select the shape you would like to change. Make sure that the shape tool is selected. Click on Fill, and then click on this color map, and then select the color that you would like. Okay, so you have now successfully created a clipping mask in Photoshop and changed the color of shapes. This is great if you would like to do something different on your blog or something you can use in your designs. I use it all the time when I'm creating flyers for clients. It's also just something fun to do for your Instagram